Alright, progress continues. You can see I've done some warning yellow all over the place where I think that it would be if I ever went to an actual shop. Got this in place. As you can see, the glue I'm using is pretty good stuff here. No, I do not paint my fingernails. It is the yellow from the airbrush. Don't judge me. Everything installs pretty good. You will get a couple that get a little cockeyed here and there, but you just got to straighten them out the best you can. I'm just messing with some railings to see how the railings are going to install. And they actually install pretty damn good. As you can see, they're pretty straight. And what else? Just be patient. These go in to these little slots like I had said before, but they you got to give it a little bit to get them in there. I just put down glue on every single one. Like I said, this is the glue I'm using. It doesn't dry immediately, which is good, so it gives you a little bit of time, but you might just have to work a little fast. Just make sure all of your supports are all straight and clean, and definitely test fit it obviously before you glue it down. But it's coming together. Alright guys, I'm just going to show you, just in case you're wondering how these go in. As you can see, they have a little bit of end left on them from the plastic that they come in. So I took, what the heck is this stuff here? Yeah, I think this is 1000 grit sandpaper. Don't use anything bigger. I was using this stuff, the 150 grit, for the smaller ones that hold up the rails. And the problem was that they would actually shave off a little bit too much, and it would actually make it crooked. So I wouldn't suggest using that stuff. Just use 1000 grit. And what I do, you'll see the lines here. I just run them until the solid line goes away, and I see the 3 lines there, and that gives me a pretty smooth surface. Dab of glue. I'm just going to set her in. Just like I said, this is the most tedious thing I've ever built. Just try to be perfect. You're obviously not going to be, but you can move them a little bit when you have to stick them into the actual base. And voila, there you go. So it takes a little while, but you really just, like I said, just be patient with it. Because I've seen this kit with some of the guys out there that that have it, and they did such a great job, and I couldn't wait to see mine when it's done. So I said I want to make sure that I take my time with it, do it right, and make sure everything is good. So there you have it. And I'll just continue this a gajillion more times, and these a more gajillion times. I'll check back in with you. Alright guys, just one quick tip here for you. When I painted these, I obviously painted them on the rack, and it was a whole hell of a lot easier than just holding every single one individually, obviously, but I did that yeah, just to make it easier. But when I did paint them, the bottoms got painted too. So, and I'm sorry for my camera not being in focus, I wish I had something better, but basically I painted, or the bottom is painted, and it benefits me for a good reason right now as we're putting it together. And the reason is, so when I go to sand this thing off, you can see a little nub. When I go to sand it off, as I'm sanding, I will start to expose some of the gray that's in the plastic, and I don't hit that side anymore. And what's good about that is, so that way, once you get a gray I-beam, you know that you're perfectly flat because you just rubbed off just the paint only. the more even you do these, the lot easier this is going to be, because of the fact that you are literally leveling something with your eyes. I haven't found a 90-degree square that is this small yet. I know I could use a block of wood, like a small piece of balsa or something, but this seems to do the trick for me, is just making those flat and taking that extra 3 seconds just to sand down the paint off of it. Well, it makes it really worth it. So, just one more tip for you. Take care.